Good morning. I am Maggie in Mrs. Buckles' class. Will you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. Today's lunch is mini corn dog. Please join. No.
Okay. Good morning, Lincoln, and good morning, families. If we have families watching, it's good for you to be joining us as well. Just a few quick reminders, students, as we start this Friday. There's a couple things that I just want to touch on real quick that we've been working on. When you're at breakfast and lunch, it would help us out greatly if we could leave all the food in the cafeteria. And I know you've probably been hearing that from the adults, but it's important. It's something we're required to do. So you can't really take food with you out. If you're at breakfast, you can't put food in your backpack and go out with it. At lunch, you have to leave everything behind. So please help us out with that. And that will also help us, I think, with trash on the playground. Some of you students might have noticed there's a little bit of trash on the playground, and we want to take care of our yard, right? That's like our yard here at school. So let's make sure trash is put in the trash cans, and gum, if you have gum, it's thrown in the trash cans, because there is nothing more annoying. Maggie, is there anything more annoying than getting gum on your shoe? It's horrible, right? When you get gum on the bottom of your shoe.
I can think of one more annoying.
Okay. So help us out by getting that stuff in the trash can, please. Parents, this one's for you. We can't have students dropped off before 8 o'clock in the morning. We don't have staff available to watch them. And so 8 o'clock is the very earliest that you can drop your children off, that they will be supervised by adults. So please help us out with that. So those are reminders, but now let's talk about some really great and positive things. And I know we don't usually think of it in these terms, but CMAS tests. So right now I'm talking to you, 4th and 5th grade. Listen up, 4th and 5th grade, because last year you guys were here, you took the CMAS test, and guess what? You rocked it. You rocked the CMAS test. And here's the thing, Lincoln School of Science and Technology has a long tradition of being green, which means performance level on the CMAS test. And last spring was no different. We've gotten those results, and you guys did a fabulous job of showing us what you know, along with the current 6th graders that are in middle school now, because they were 5th grade last year. So thank you for your hard work. You've earned a lot of praise for that, and thanks for continuing that tradition. Next week we have parent-teacher conferences. So once again, parents, if you're listening, parent-teacher conferences are next week, Tuesday and Thursday. You should have gotten sign-up sheets from your classroom teacher that your child has. And during those conferences, if your child took CMAS last year, you'll get the report on how your individual child did. So that's coming next week. And then more fun stuff today. We have our fundraiser assembly. So it's our fall fundraiser. And at 10:45 this morning, we have our fundraiser assembly kickoff, and then we start 2 weeks of selling. So do you like One School, One Book? Do you like some of the great things you have here when it comes to field trips, things like that? Guess what? Fundraisers help us pay for those things. Those things are not free. So help us out by trying to sell at least one or a couple items in this fundraiser, and it kicks off today. So thank you.
Good morning. So you see these buckets here. It's a new thing that we started, that each Monday a trait or skill will be identified and defined on the morning announcements. This week it was innovation, which means to demonstrate curiosity and creativity. And the teachers put dots in here for 2 weeks. We take we draw 2 dots out of each bucket as a winner. We put all the dots on the board, but 2 winners come down to the library after morning announcements when your teacher says that it's fine, and collect a prize. So would you guys like to draw some winners out of the
Let's do
buckets?
it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Go
Okay.
ahead. Let's do
All right.
it. What's that one? Yeah.
I can't say that. Emerson.
Emerson.
Okay. Harper and Emerson there. And here we have Kingsley in Mrs. Jolliffe's class. And the next.
Well, there was one winner. It was Emerson, and she's 5th grade Sawyer. She just said the.
Okay.
And
We
then
have Cassidy.
just say the first name.
Cassidy,
Yep. And she is in.
5th grade Waters.
Good job.
And I have Eleanor in Mrs. Harrison's class. Okay, so after morning announcements, those kids can come on down and get your prize. Okay, all right, now it's time for the joke of the day from Mr. Airy.
Good morning, Lincoln students. I have the joke of the day. So, what do you call a lazy baby kangaroo?
What?
A pouch potato.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Airy.
Please join me in saying the mission statement. At Lincoln,
We're leading each other to seek solutions in a STEM-focused environment with tenacity and stability.
Thank you. Have a great weekend.